It's time to go back to Battlefield. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Back to Battlefield podcast. It's been a couple of weeks once again, but we got a lot of things to talk about. I'm your host, RandomAlec, and we got Infidel with us as usual.
We're always late. It's your fault.
Yeah, well, I've had some incidents in the past week or so that I guess for you guys that subscribe to me on YouTube, you've seen the video that I posted, and that's going well. I'm looking at my wonderful left arm right now, and hopefully I'll get the cast off on the 18th.
I'm sure everybody's wondering, are you left-handed?
No, fortunately. That would have sucked if I was left-handed, because, like, for example, right now, if I would have a cast on my right hand, I wouldn't be able to do anything with my left hand. Like, I'd just not be going to school, probably. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother. But let's talk about Battlefield 3. Why don't we? The first thing we're going to talk about is the wonderful, the bonus content and all that, the premium event, which is the other thing that came out, what was it, in August, right? Yeah, that came out.
Yeah, late August.
And to put it simple, my reaction was I died of laughter when DICE announced that all we were going to get as a bonus content was some exclusive artwork booklet. And I mean, I don't know, what was your reaction to it, Infidel? I mean, I know I told you about it and you were like laughing also because it was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But for those of you, yeah, I mean, what was your thought about it?
Oh no. You were the one to tell me the first part. I didn't read it myself.
Yeah.
It sounded ridiculously stupid. I was hoping if you've been following the podcast from the beginning, we've been hoping, like, whenever there's some secret thing, we've been hoping it was something good instead of like just camos or anything like that. We were hoping that the in-game bonus content was going to be like a secret map pack or something, but obviously it was a lot worse than that.
Yeah, I mean, we were way off. It's funny because I've noticed, after they announced the bonus content, quote unquote, before, everyone had the idea that it would be some type of in-game content because it never clarified it. And it's funny because now that, they announced this and, it's been almost a month now that it's been out, and everyone has complained about this, and also the premium event, which is just a pitch your Battlefield map concept to DICE and you win like some signed lithograph, and that has nothing to do with the game. So it's funny to see now on the premium calendar, like all the bonus content and premium events for future months, they just say, oh, this is unrelated to actual in-game content, which I found hilarious also when I noticed that.
It has not been almost a month. You're way off on that.
Okay, well, it came out August 29th. It's getting there.
It's been like 2 weeks.
It's been long enough for people to complain. That was my point, because it's just disappointing. And man, talk about all the things we were thinking about that they would add, and it's just a freaking booklet. I mean, that throws out the idea that they were listening to our podcast right out the window, because they definitely didn't do any of that as far as in-game stuff goes. Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think about the premium event? I mean, what's your reaction to that? I also thought that was going to be some type of competition. They still have those 3 dog tags, available in the game that are like for tournaments and all that, and that's what I thought it would be. But this is just a pitch your Battlefield map concept to DICE, and apparently they're not even going to make the map.
Oh, what? They aren't?
No, this is just, I mean, for right now, they say it even in Battlefield 3 when you look at the premium section, in the actual game. All it says is, you'll get an extremely limited edition Battlefield 3 lithograph signed by the DICE team if they like your idea, and that's about it.
Oh, I was hoping they'd, put it in the game, because that would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're not going to participate in it, because I was going to ask you that next, but it doesn't seem like it.
No way. I had plenty of ideas, but no way.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine, if anything, they would be honest if about it to the public if they're actually going to use the map idea, but it really doesn't seem like it. I mean, I don't think they're going to pick a winner and then be like, hey, we're secretly going to use your map idea, so just don't tell anyone, because that's kind of like...
The way I see it, that's the way that games should design maps. They should get ideas from the public, because like the people that actually play the game have played all their past games, because they know what they want. DICE, they don't really know. They just make the game. They happen to play it while they're making it. They're not really like the full-time Battlefield players that we are.
Yeah, it's true. And speaking of that, I bet you if a lot of developers and everything, when they make a new game, if they actually listen to what the community wants, I bet you probably like 90% of the time it'll make their own job easier. Because, for example, I wouldn't mind having every single like Battlefield 2 map or even the Bad Company maps in Battlefield 3 right now. Like they, in that case, let's say they were developing Battlefield 3 and they're asking people what maps they want. Everyone's probably going to mention, just old maps, and, they could throw in like 2 or 3 new maps, and that's about it.
Yeah, or like if they watched videos and listened to podcasts, like every episode we have this little part where we're always talking about ideas, like these small little ideas that would make the game a lot cooler. Like, for example, bayonets, tracers, throwing knives, not exactly throwing knives, that lost my interest. Night vision, like goggles, not the sight, night vision goggles. If they just threw those little things in, I'm sure it would make it would open up a lot more doors for other things. Like the fact that Armored Kill has that night map would be the greatest like time to bring in night vision.
Yeah, I mean, I've also seen, I've been watching a couple of live streams, because the Armored Kill DLC is already available on the PS3. And,
by the way,
I've already...
I hate you.
Yeah, I mean, good thing we don't talk about PS3 on our podcast. But, yeah, you guys are cool. You got the DLC already, whatever. You got your exclusive, advanced week of it. But, I mean, I've already seen people playing on the PS3, and they're like, they literally have said, oh, it's nice that they added the night map. I wish there was night vision goggles, and I hope they add more night maps. So that's something right there that, hopefully DICE is listening to, and they're like, okay, let's just make the next DLC, let's add like 3 night maps instead of, 3 daytime maps and 1 night map, because then we're just not really having an effect as far as nighttime maps go.
Since we're talking about the night map and Armored Kill and all that, what are your thoughts on what you've seen so far?
I think it looks great. I don't think people have realized the potential that, first of all, the mobile artillery has, and even the AC-130, because it doesn't seem like people are trying to use the AC-130 for like the potential it has. I understand from what I've seen, it's pretty easy to shoot down, apparently. I don't know if that's a balance thing or if DICE is going to change it later on and realize that, yeah, it does, die out a little too quickly. But, as far as mobile artillery goes as well, I've used that like crazy in Battlefield 1942 and everything, and that's the concept, that it's based on those old Battlefield games. And that little vehicle is a powerhouse if you use it properly and you get a good position with it, and you're laying fire on a flag that's being captured by your teammates, or even an enemy flag where they're spawning at. And I don't think people have any idea how useful that vehicle is right now yet in Armored Kill.
The mobile artillery, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not sure if you told me this at one point. You probably did, but apparently there's only 1 seat in it.
Right. Well, actually, I thought it would be 2 seats because that's how it was in 1942. But I'm sure they did it to avoid any people, literally trolling you if you're in the gunner seat of the mobile artillery, which is obviously the seat that actually shoots the rockets and you could aim around and all that. So the way it works, from what I've seen, I don't know if it's something that, maybe when you get all the unlocks, you could actually have 2 people in it. But you get in the vehicle, no one else can get in it. You drive it around in the first seat. And then you switch to the gunner seat, which is the second seat of the vehicle, and that's how you control it. And then while you're in that gunner seat, no one else can get in either.
Also, that mobile artillery, the Russian one, that I saw in a stream, it looked extremely hard to use because of the way you fire it.
Right. I also noticed it's I don't know if it was the if it's the same Russian one that you're talking about, because I still haven't seen both of them, like at the same time to realize which one's which. But I think the Russian one is a lot like longer, if I'm not mistaken. So it seems like it's a little more difficult for people to like drive it around and maneuver it, and then when they start shooting, it seems like it has it takes up more space on the screen, so it's a little more difficult to shoot.
In the way I I don't know how to put it. Like the way you aim down range, it's sort of like a grenade launcher.
Right, yeah, I've seen that. They have that reticle on it. It's not the way I figured it would be. I thought they would actually make it more of a mortar type of, launching system.
Like you
But
aim on the map.
yeah, but again, that's actually how it was in the previous Battlefield games, and that's what matters about getting a good position with it to begin with, and that way you could see where you want to shoot and see if you're at a good distance, and you fire away and hopefully get kills with it. I haven't seen anyone get kills with it yet either, so hopefully the power of the actual mobile artillery is reasonable. I mean, I would imagine that if you get hit with that and you're running around as an infantry and you get hit pretty close with it, it should take out a good chunk of your health. I mean, you should have probably like 5% health left in that case.
The way I think it's gonna be, like, again, all I've seen is the Russian one, which shoots missiles as the artillery. The way I think the power works is it's gonna be a lot more powerful towards vehicles than personnel, like the pre-patch helicopter missiles.
Right, yeah. But I mean, again, I haven't, we haven't been able to play because it's not out on the 360 yet, so that's all stuff we could figure out when September 11th comes around.
Oh, the guessing game is always the fun part.
Yeah. At least we don't have to guess anymore about the bonus content and those premium events for now, because they've clarified it in the premium calendar now that it's going to be stuff unrelated to in-game, which is a huge disappointment. I mean, I know I said it in the last episode that DICE was at the bottom of my list of developers or something because of something they had already done at that time. But now, man, they're just digging that hole deeper because, I mean, I couldn't believe when they released the premium event information and the whole bonus content thing. Like, I was just dying of laughter. I couldn't believe it.
That's definitely not their expertise. They're more of the maps and the assignments. That's where they shine. Also in late August was the premium double XP event, which I believe for non-premium it was for the weekend, and for premium it was the entire week. And I conveniently went on vacation in time to miss it.
Yeah, I was. I know. I was available to play that week, but for some reason, I wasn't online, so I didn't get any chance to enjoy that double XP. It was interesting though the way they did it, because initially it was just gonna be the weekend event or something like that for 3 days, and then they were doing something on Facebook actually that was like, if they got like 5,000 shares, I think it was, they would extend it by 24 hours every 1,000 or something like that, and that's how it ended up being an entire week. And it was pretty cool that they did that. I don't like that they did it on Facebook per se, because I always think about it, if you do anything on Facebook, not everyone has a Facebook, so it kind of like restricts the high number of feedback or people that you could have participating just to people that have Facebooks, and no one really cares to make a Facebook either.
I think it was just to try and boost their Facebook.
Yeah, but I mean, it went crazy. I mean, I was even participating in it every single day. They already had like 1,000 shares within that first day as soon as they announced it, and then every single day after that, if it was at least the same 1,000 people resharing it, that's how it got to be extended for an entire week. So that worked well for
XP forever.
Yeah, that too. Unfortunately, they had a cap on it. It was the 5,000 shares or whatever, and it was like up to however 100 hours or whatever it was. But it was nice for them to do that. I mean, we got a chance to participate in it, and it paid off. And everyone that enjoyed it got that entire week of double XP. I unfortunately couldn't enjoy it, and you were on vacation, so maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, but the next quick thing, we're just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say something like a long time ago, but you continued on and just kept talking and talking.
Oh, I talk too much. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, we're obviously gonna cover a good amount of news also from the past couple of weeks, I guess, since the last episode. So the next thing I want to mention is, for those of you complaining about the official DICE servers on the console, they posted on Battlelog about a week ago that they've quadrupled the number of official DICE servers. Now,
I saw that.
Yeah, I've seen online, and even when I'm playing in game and watching other people's live streams, the few that I watch when I'm really, really, really bored, everyone has been complaining about admins and servers and all that, and they're literally like spamming all over the place whenever there's a post on Battlelog that DICE needs to do something about the admins and stuff. Here's a simple solution for all of you complaining about it. Just leave the server and join a different one. That's all you got to do. I mean, I understand if you're like in servers nowadays and you kill the actual admin or whatever, and he's all power hungry, he's gonna ban you or kick you. Well, whatever. At least you killed him, and hopefully if you're live streaming or something, you have evidence of it, and you could put it on YouTube and humiliate him. That's fine.
I've got a story to share that's related to what you just said. So I was on this server the other day, and the rule was, it was a close quarters server. The rule was no RPGs, no C4, no shotguns. The one guy that was running around with a shotgun was the admin. I didn't know this, and I killed him a good 4 times, and he kicked me.
Yeah, I mean, okay, now I have a follow-up question to that story. Did you get mad about it? Like, what was your reaction? Did you just join a different server and you were like, oh, whatever, he sucks anyway?
Yeah, that's the last one there.
The last one? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. People are blaming DICE for it and everything. There's nothing to blame DICE for. They've given us the opportunity to rent servers and everything. At least we have that ability, especially on the consoles. And I mean, if there's an admin that you hate or a server that you're, getting banned from or kicked from, and there isn't a good reason for it, according to you, just join a different server. I mean, DICE is helping you out by quadrupling or whatever the number of servers now on the console, so just join a DICE server if you want. But at the same time, remember, yeah, or get your own server, exactly. I mean, those are the two options, really. Just leave the server, join a new one, shrug it off, and that's it. Or remember, if you join a DICE server, and this was the big problem, before rental servers were available, DICE servers have no admins at all. So remember, you could get trolled really badly, or you could get team killed if you're on a hardcore server. So you got to remember all of that. So maybe
also,
the best.
There's no rules.
Yeah. So maybe the best option is, like Infidel just said, rent a server. Find a way to get enough Microsoft points, every 3 months or whatever, to have a 3-month server, and make your own Disneyland for that matter, and you can make your own rules and everything. Yeah. I mean, that's a given. If you're obviously listening to our podcast and you're gonna make a server, let us know, and you could make us admins and we'll manage it for you. No, really though, we'll get you a bunch of what's it called, players on your server, really.
Yeah, we miss Island of Wake and Gulf of Man.
Yeah, we had one of my viewers. I mean, he's not on my friends list anymore. I won't mention his name either, but he had a server at one point, and all I had to do was change the name of the server. We were playing in there all the time, and that server became like a huge popularity contest, I guess. Like, everyone was trying to get into there, and it was crazy. It was always packed, and unfortunately they were not able to keep the server up anymore, so it does not exist. But yeah, I mean, get a server. That's your best option, really, like Infidel said.
Get a job.
Get a job and a server. But so the next thing we're gonna go into is all the content that's coming out in September. Now, this is pretty much what they tried doing towards the end of August, on Battlelog, Dice, or whatever, which is when they announced that there was going to be, the premium event and the disappointing bonus content. So now they've also posted this for September already, they posted it 4 days ago, and they've literally run down everything we're going to get in September already, as far as
like everything's confirmed, or they said,
well,
hey, there's some bonus content.
Yeah, no, they went up to, I'm looking at it right now, they went as far as the first premium event, which is pretty much up to September 16th. So
that's before the soldier upgrade, right?
Yes, it is.
We already know what the soldier upgrade is going to be. It's been camos ever since.
Oh, actually, they listed it as something else in here. I just noticed on the post. They listed the soldier upgrade as unique in-game content. But, we'll go in order here. Obviously, the first thing is Battlefield 3 Armored Kill, which is already released for PS3 on September 4th. September 11th, premium members will receive it on Xbox 360 and PC. And everyone else gets it on the 16th or something, I believe, if you're not premium. Oh, actually, I want to say it's the 18th or the 25th. Because remember, the premium
25th.
gives you... Yeah, it's 2 weeks early access, so it's the 25th, actually. And then following that is the soldier upgrade, which they titled Unique In-Game Content. I don't know why in this post. But that'll give you 5 premium exclusive assignments tied to Armored Kill, each unlocking 1 premium exclusive dog tag. On top of this, you get 1 additional premium exclusive dog tag and 5 new premium exclusive weapon camos. And those camos and dog tags and everything have actually been detailed on another blog post somewhere on Battlelog. We'll try to have that for you in the visual version of the podcast. But basically, the dog tags, the 5 of them are black background, and they have all the different vehicles from Battlefield 3. Each vehicle. And they're highlighted in gold coloring, the typical.
That's for the left dog tag, by the way. So you can still have your jack of all trades and stuff like that.
Right, exactly. And then the other single dog tag that you're also getting, the premium exclusive dog tag that they mentioned, is just a plain black left side dog tag, and your name will be displayed in gold, to match with the premium, style, I guess.
Just to clarify, those are all out right now for premium.
Yeah, those are all available already as well. And the weapon camos will actually be, I'm looking through the post right now where they mentioned it.
Oh, did you mention that to get those left side vehicle dog tags, they are assignments?
Yeah, those are tied with the 5 assignments that are going to be part of that soldier upgrade as well.
Also, I hate life because those assignments are difficult.
Really? Which ones do you think are difficult, though?
The one that's like 50 kills in the jet and then 50 vehicle kills in the jet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was just looking at right now, actually.
I have 2 of each.
But, essentially, yeah, those assignments are going to require you to get at least 50 kills in each of the 5 types of vehicles in Battlefield 3 right now, excluding mobile artillery. Actually, I just noticed. So you need 50 kills with battle tanks, 50 kills with infantry fighting.
It's also excluding the skid loader.
Yeah, the skid loader. Yeah, I don't know about getting 50 kills with that, but that would have been a pain.
Oh, I'd be done with that before the tank.
Yeah, you probably already have 100 kills with it anyway, so. Maybe they would credit you instead of having to have you get all the extra 50 again. But unfortunately, right now I can't find the weapon camo list. I know that one of the guns was the L85. They're adding a camo to it. You could actually see it even if you're on the. Yeah, you have the list there.
I don't have the list, but I have a good memory of what it is because I put them on all my guns.
Okay.
For the assault class, it was the something. Anyway, but LE5 ATAC tactical camo. Basically, it's actually in real life it's called ATAC. For the engineer, I believe it was the.
I want to say it's the G36 or something.
I remembered until I had to.
Yeah, no,
I was
I'm
think
no, I want to say the camos. I mean, I can't find them now. It's like I don't know where they are. They had a list of the weapons that we're gonna get the camos and everything, and all I know is the L85, obviously, because that's the gun I'll be using.
Tell you what, I'll turn on Battlefield, and by the end of the show, I'll have the camos.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. If you already have the patch that came out on September 4th, which added all of this also, you could go into Battlefield 3 right now, even if you're on the Xbox or PC, and you can see which guns have the camos because it'll show it already. But what's the other thing? The next thing is the strategy guide, which is on a to be announced date, and that doesn't have any information. It's going to be a strategy guide from Prima, and features a lot of info and playing tips on armored kill. So
Yep,
that's a given. I mean, that's the same thing they did with close quarters.
Yeah, the last one was pretty cool.
Yeah, that close quarters one was great. I mean, I still have it saved on my computer. You know, I have to take a look at it. I want to take a look at it because, you know, like we discussed in one of the previous episodes, it just gives you a bunch of information that's really useful, actually. And for being included in Battlefield Premium, that's one of the nice things that we're getting. And then the first
premium, go buy it.
Yeah, if you don't have premium, I mean, we say that every podcast. It's definitely worth it. I've seen people still asking around, you know, on live streams, and even when I'm live streaming, and they're still asking if premium is worth it. I mean, it is. Especially
even more now than ever.
Yeah, even though they've disappointed us with the bonus content and, you know, the premium events so far, I mean, everything else is worth it either way. I mean, you're getting a bunch of things. And so far in September, the last thing they've confirmed with the date is the first double XP weekend, which is from September 15th to September 16th. And hopefully they do something, not on Facebook again, but hopefully they do something again, you know, maybe by comments on Battlelog on some type of post, or doing something on Twitter, and we'll be able to extend that once again, hopefully to an entire week or even more. Okay, we've covered the assignments that we just talked about. What do you think about the new achievements? Have you taken a look at those from Armored Kill?
I haven't. I don't know about. I didn't know there was any.
Yeah, they added 5 new achievements. They're pretty easy, to be honest. You know, there's one with getting a kill with the gunship. If you destroy the gunship, that's another achievement. You get a kill with the quad bike. That's number 3. Win a round of tank superiority. That's number 4. And the last achievement that they added is get 10 kills each with a tank destroyer and mobile artillery.
Alright, I've got some of the weapon camos here, by the way.
Okay.
For the UMP 45, navy blue digital camo, which goes very nice if you completed the only for the dedicated assignment. And for the L85, tactical camo. That's basically all that's in the assault class, I believe. And for the MTAR 21, it got the airman camo.
Oh, right, yeah, that was one of the other ones that got the camo.
And I believe that is all that's in that engineer. For support, let's see, the LSAT got navy blue digital, and I believe that is the only thing for support.
Right, and then you got recon.
There seems to be a lot of weapons that have the navy blue digital. It's a very nice thing.
I've
also
noticed that. I mean, I'm not a fan of the navy blue digital, but it seems like the people at DICE are. So, I mean, what I hope for also, considering we have that, you know, that option when you're customizing a gun now in Battlefield 3, I hope they eventually have, you know, all the camos that they're releasing available for each gun, because that would be really nice. I mean, you could put whatever camo you want on the gun, and, you know, you'll have every other gun will have the same amount of camos available, and you know, mix and match the way you want them.
Yep, and I believe this is the last one for the recon class. It is also it's the Russian camo for the dedicated assignment, woodland stripe camo.
Okay. What gun is that for in the
SKS?
Okay. Yeah, those seem right. I mean, I know it was 5 camos, and you said 5 guns, and it's the typical, the UMP, which works with any class, and then you have the 4 specific guns for each class.
They haven't given a shotgun a camo yet.
Yeah, that's true. That Spaz would be nice with some camo, or even the 870 with like some woodland camo. I would even like that. But let's talk about the patch, which was released on September 4th for all platforms. I know you've been playing Battlefield 3 because I obviously haven't with my wonderful cast. But what do you think about the patch so far? I know people are complaining about the attack chopper. I don't know
Yes,
what else. I mean,
yes.
what do you like?
Well, on the attack chopper topic, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I'm very happy that I can shoot down choppers better, because now I'm rocking the Stinger on my engineer class. But if I were in the chopper, it'd probably be bad. But it'd be just like not having a gunner. I mean, I ran thermals on the gunner seat anyway, so it didn't make a difference for me. They basically upped a lot of guns, and they nerfed a lot of guns. They upped the recoil on the M4A1 and the M16A3, which I'm kind of mad about both of them, but it's not that bad because it's just recoil. It's not like they're changing that much.
Yeah, I mean, what I've heard so far is just the attack chopper complaints, and I read on the comments, the huge list of patch notes for this patch. Everyone was right away complaining about the M16 and M4A1 because they literally wrote in the patch notes that they apparently increased the recoil to make the guns less attractive in all situations. Which, I mean, I don't agree with that, because I think every time they make these little changes, hopefully they're thinking about it, but I don't think they are, as far as keeping the guns balanced with respect to each other and like real life scenarios, I guess, with those same guns. Like, I feel like the more they change these guns, the more they're gonna be like inconsistent with each other. Maybe the SG553 is not so strong compared to an M16 in real life, but then in Battlefield 3 it's gonna end up being the opposite, and that's just not good for the game, I guess. But
well, in the terms of guns in Battlefield being related to guns in real life, like the weapon class for each kit, like engineer, there's a lot of guns in it that are considered carbines in this, but aren't carbines outside. And a lot of them, if you look at the specs, they have around the same kind of bullet. So if you're comparing engineer against assault, I believe the engineer guns are gonna have a smaller bullet than the assault guns. So I think they're just trying to stick to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, hopefully they have some type of logic like that, or trying to keep everything consistent, even if it's just with Battlefield 3 and not comparing to real life or anything. But that's what worries me. Whenever they make like all these patch notes had a pretty long list of weapon changes. They've even changed the Stingers once again, that they could lock on at longer ranges and lower altitudes. That's something people are complaining about as well, because they removed the flares from the gunner seat of the attack choppers, and they made some changes to the scout helicopters as well, and at the same time they're improving the Stinger. So everyone's complaining about that, and it looks like it's erupted pretty quickly. So DICE is probably going to do something about it for the next patch, but we probably won't see that patch, it looks like, until the next DLC comes out. So we'll see what they end up doing for the next patch.
Next DLC being Aftermath.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, the patch looks good to me so far. As far as the patch notes, I always read through the entire list of the patch notes, and everything looks good to me, to be honest. I mean, everything makes sense. Like we said, they changed a lot of guns. People are complaining about the helicopters. That's pretty much the only complaint. And we'll see what they do about that. As far as the scout helicopter goes, they actually gave a purpose to the CoPilot seat now. which is like one of my favorite things that they did with this patch. And basically, the CoPilot seat will have a permanent unlock similar to the battle tanks with the laser designator, the third seat that they have. The co-pilot in the scout helicopter now has a purpose, which is to laser paint, anything on the ground. At that point, the pilot can then use a guided missile or whatever to fire upon it. And so, with that being said, the pilot no longer has the laser designator because that's obviously the responsibility of the co-pilot. So that's something that I thought was really cool that they changed for this patch.
Yeah.
Have you seen how that works, by the way, Infidel? I know you're not a fan of helicopters, but maybe you've jumped in one. I don't know.
I don't really play any maps that have scout helicopters. I do believe that many armored kill maps have scout helicopters as well as attack helicopters. And on the topic of helicopters, apparently, at least from what I've seen, maybe you have an option to turn it off, but I've seen helicopters in tank superiority gameplay, which seems like a really big blunder to me.
That's interesting. I honestly haven't seen that in any live streams, but I don't know if it would make sense for them to be in there, or if maybe that's a mistake or something even. Or I don't know.
I didn't see it on a live stream actually. The premiere gameplay video on BattleLog is where I saw it.
Oh, you mean you're talking about the premium video that came out like exclusively or whatever before the DLC came out?
No, the day that it came out for PS3.
Right, so the launch trailer is what you mean.
Yeah, the launch trailer.
Okay, yeah, I took a quick look at it. So I mean, obviously after we record the podcast, I'll take another look at that and see. Because that's interesting. I actually, either way, I haven't seen a lot of tank superiority gameplay now that I think about it.
The reason I know it's tank superiority is because it's on Armored Shield. I believe there's also a regular Conquest. It works with regular Conquest, but I'm pretty sure it was tank superiority.
Yeah, I have seen Armored Shield on regular Conquest. It seems, from what I've seen, all the armored kill maps have support for Conquest, Rush, and tank superiority. Because I've definitely seen tank superiority on all the maps already. I've seen Conquest on them, and Rush I've seen on Albor's Mountain so far. I haven't seen the other ones. Which is actually, that brings me into another complaint that people are complaining about, which is more about the DLC and not so much the patch that came out. But people are complaining about the AC-130. Apparently, it's in some of the Rush game mode maps, and people are complaining about it. But I mean, like I said before, from what I've seen, the AC-130 is super easy to take down. I mean, I've seen people develop like little strategies to take it down already, which is, for example, getting in an attack helicopter and you literally fly behind the AC-130, and the AA guns on it can't really reach you at that point. So if you stay behind the tail of the AC-130, you could just take it out, just like that. So
okay, so the Rush, AC-130 and Rush, for defending or attacking?
It's for defending, actually.
Well, if it's like Rush Island,
yeah, Rush
Island, maybe the attackers have like a large advantage over the defenders, and the fact that the defenders have an AC-130 is actually balances it out.
Yeah, and another thing is, from what I've seen in the AC-130, also, I haven't seen much gameplay actually in it. People shooting down and all that, but I've seen a little bit. Maybe a total like 5 minutes, and the flares definitely do take quite a bit of time to reload, and it seems like they have an effect that's a lot shorter than the attack helicopters or airplanes. So once you launch those flares, you could easily get hit by 1 or 2 Stinger missiles, from the ground, and at that point you're at like 30% health in the AC-130. Then you get shot, by an incoming airplane or something, and that's it, and you take it out.
Yeah, but both seats have flares, I believe, correct?
Oh, that I can't confirm that. I mean, that's something I haven't noticed really. I would assume it makes sense if they both had it, but I don't know if it's maybe like the first seed that has it or the second seed. I also don't know if Both positions on the AC-130 have the same types of guns available. So
No,
those are.
one seat is anti-aircraft only. One seat is air-to-ground only.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would be the AA that has it or the main, gunner, I guess.
Well,
That's
I shouldn't
something.
say it's air-to-ground only because if a jet happens to fly in front of your cannon, I think it'd be pretty easy to shoot
Oh
it.
man, that would be so awesome.
That would be like the new RPG shooting at a helicopter.
Yeah, just a jet flying towards you or something and you hit it. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's gonna be plenty of YouTube videos actually of people shooting down at the ground or something with the cannons, and a helicopter or an airplane just happens to fly into the shell and there it goes. Moving on to another change on Battle Log is this was kind of a surprise. I don't know what the point of this is. I'm assuming it has more to do with Medal of Honor and all that and streamlining your friends list on Battle Log and Origin and all that. But basically, they posted an article 2 days ago introducing game activity on Battle Log. So this is kind of like an easy way, from what it looks like, to spam your friends about things you've done in the game. Because yeah, you can literally highlight them, and it's like a news ticker on the right side of your Battle Log now, and it'll stay stuck there for you to see it every single time you get on Battle Log. And I guess that's a way to brag about what you're doing in the game. Is the easy way to put it. Oh, that coincidentally, that's what it says in this Battle Log post. I didn't read through all of it, but under one of the pictures they put a caption and it says, "And remember, to share is to brag." So there you go.
Really?
Yeah. So it's literally the ability to have some bragging rights on Battle Log. But
I feel like it's gonna be reminiscent of Battlefield Friends, the episode with the level 100 colonel. The game just started and he shows up with a knife and he's like, "Kill number 50."
yeah, he already kills like 20 people. Yeah, it's gonna be things like that, I'm sure. I mean, when people get their knife medals or something crazy, or they get like their 50th medal, I'm sure you're gonna see plenty of little spam posts on your new little bragging feed on Battle Log.
Skid loader montage.
Yeah. And then the other thing they included in this post is your Origin friends list is now connected to Battle Log. So you have one complete friends list. This obviously has to do more with PC players, but who knows what they do with the Origin system and Battle Log. I'm assuming when Medal of Honor comes out, for example, it's going to be Battle Log. I mean, it makes sense. It's Battle Log. It's not like it says Battlefield, log or whatever. So they'll probably use that for Medal of Honor as well. And it's just going to be one complete system where you could access, all your games.
Well, it kind of does in a way say Battlefield. Like, I mean, it's what, battlelog.battlefield.com?
Oh yeah, but they could change that though. I'm just saying, like, the whole system. I mean, you don't think they're gonna just throw Medal of Honor in there and you'll be able to pick between the two games and view all your?
Not really. I don't think that would happen.
Oh, okay. Do you think they're gonna have a system like Battle Log for Medal of Honor?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, because I at least think they're gonna have something like that. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of stats to track and all that. Okay, so the next server change is they added. Speaking of the DICE servers, they've quadrupled the amount of servers and all that. There's no exact number on how many servers they added, by the way. So if you're wondering that, I guess you could go onto your respective console and check out how many servers are available if it really makes a difference to you. And you could just, favorite a couple of DICE servers. But they also added new traditional map rotations available to rental servers, and they added it to some of the DICE servers as well, which are, there's going to be a list of them, and we'll link that in the show notes, wherever the podcast is available. And they basically added Conquest Classics, which is a mix of Bike to Karkan and base game maps. They added All Out Rush, which is the same type of thing, but Rush game mode. Then they added Armored Kill, Conquest only, Armored Kill Rush only, and Tanks Are Superior, which is just tank superiority on all the new Armored Kill maps.
I've actually seen the Tanks Are Superior server.
Oh, you have?
Yes, on Xbox, when we got the patch, it 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 obviously it's such a large download. They obviously made it download Armored Kill, so it's
Yeah, that's
ready
just like what they did last time.
for
Yeah.
yeah. And it's already set up. There, like the game modes in the server browser, the game modes and the maps are already set up for the filter, and it's pretty obvious that they already have servers ready, because I checked out Bandar Desert and Tank Superiority, and Tank Star Superior was there.
Yeah. Now my question is, are they like the title of these map presets? Is that also included in the title of the dice server, or what does it say?
I didn't notice really. I mean, I only remember that I saw a server named Tank Star Superior.
Oh, okay, so the actual server had that name in it.
Yes,
Okay.
that was the
Yeah.
actual name of the server.
Yeah. So maybe they just use. I mean, it would make it easier. That's the reason I'm asking. If they use the actual preset name in the title of the server, it makes it that much easier to pick and choose.
Yeah, and apparently the abbreviation for Armored Kill is just AK, which I don't like. It reminds me of the AK-47.
Yeah, I've seen that. At first, I just read it as AK. I mean, it's gonna be a little difficult to get used to that.
Well, that's actually the abbreviation on the server browser. It says the map name and then AK.
Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it'll take getting used to, because I've seen that on posts on the internet and everything, and I was reading it as AK, like, okay, they're talking about the gun in that post or something, and then I went back and realized, oh, they're talking about Armored Kill, obviously.
Yeah, and Tank Superiority is abbreviated TS, obviously, and it automatically made me think TeamSpeak.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it'll be weird to see that. I mean, for myself at least, the first time I see that. Now, since you were mentioning, those servers actually, because it happened in the last patch, and I know I was streaming, and I saw some of those servers, and I was wondering how people were even playing in them, and all of a sudden I had joined a party of a bunch of, like, the few nice Battlefield players that exist on the Xbox at least, and they actually explained to me that they were in some type of beta testing for the DLC, and I still haven't been able to find out. I've been browsing around on the Battlelog forums and everything, like how to participate in those beta tests. I mean, I understand you can't live stream them or anything, but usually I'm like involved in all the betas. Like, I don't mind beta testing games and stuff as long as they're actually playable, and I do provide feedback and everything. But
you think you're all that, but no,
yeah.
your so-called fractured arm is gonna put you in the ditch.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing that I didn't sign up for a beta for Armored Kill anyway, because I'd be like, all right, guys, so I've seen a bunch of gameplay, so this is what I think. But yeah, I mean, if the reason I'm mentioning that is because if anyone's listening to our wonderful podcast, or you're watching it on YouTube or whatever, and you know how to get into that beta, or however it works for all the DLC content for Battlefield 3, just let us know. That way I could try and sneak in there and try to get in on some beta goodness. I know I know I won't be able to live stream it. I already said that, but hopefully the NDA allows me to talk about it at least, and that would be some good content to put in the podcast and all that. So you could help us out by hooking us up with the beta stuff.
So, last episode, around the end, I asked people to leave a comment if they were watching on YouTube, to tell us what game they wanted us to talk about.
Yeah.
Not a single comment.
Oh, see, you guys got Infidel mad now. You see, that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to talk about Arma this time.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you took it as, that no one has any interest in Arma?
Yeah. Well, there's not too
Yeah.
many choices really, because if they said like talk about Assassin's Creed, you're gonna be sitting here talking about the little stuff you know, and I'd be like, yep, yep.
Yeah, I mean that's a game that I wish I would have been able to complete during this downtime from Xbox at least, but yeah, it really feels just too weird to be holding a controller and trying to play. So I have Assassin's Creed 3, or not 3, I wish. Assassin's Creed Revelations just sitting here from GameFly. I gotta beat that as soon as I can, and Borderlands 2 is gonna come out on the 18th for us in the US at least. Have you pre-ordered that, by the way, Infidel?
I pre-ordered it. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember. You actually did that like months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that in like July.
Yeah.
Now here's the hard question: are you the day seeing? Let's just say that you don't get your cast off until the day Borderlands 2 comes out, and you've pre-ordered it and you have it in your hand. Are you gonna play Borderlands 2 or Armored Kill?
Well, that specific day, I won't be able to participate in any gaming, unfortunately.
Let's just say it's like that.
Well, if I were able to, either way, even if I didn't have if I didn't have an exam the next day, which is really the reason I won't be playing on the 18th anyway, I would be playing Armored Kill actually.
Wrong answer. You got to play both at the same time.
Both at the same time. Well, I mean, at one point I had two Xboxes, but I wasn't planning on keeping both of them, so I sold, the previous one. So maybe I would have been able to pull that off.
Tell you what, I will send you mine, and that day, you gotta record yourself playing both of them at the same time. You gotta have like this crazy grip on both controllers. Use your feet for Borderlands and your
right. I'll use my feet for the thumbsticks really, and then I'll be crouched over and use my fingers for all the inputs. Yeah, that seems like it'll work out. But yeah. Speaking of Borderlands 2, I know you pre-ordered the regular edition.
No, I pre-ordered the limited edition.
Which one? The
Derp.
Vault Hunter?
Derp. Well, obviously, if you pre-order, you get the limited edition.
Oh, I didn't get that. Wait, how much does your game cost?
Well, it's standard price. It's not like I'm getting some giant.
Oh, okay. So you're getting the Premier Club, is what you're saying, right?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're just misinformed. You see, let me let me just break it down for you real quick. You have the regular edition, you have the Vault Hunters edition, and you have the Ultimate Loot Chest, which is already sold out everywhere, so that doesn't matter.
Well, what's the difference between? Well, obviously the regular edition's probably got nothing, but what's the Vault Hunters edition?
Well, all three editions, first of all, if you pre-order them, you get the access to the Premier Club, which, we'll give you we'll talk about Borderlands 2 right now for a bit since it's upcoming and all that, and everyone's excited for it. So I'm sure everyone's that's listening right now and plays Battlefield 3 is gonna be playing Borderlands 2 anyway. So
okay, well, here, okay, I'll tell you what I'm getting. I'm getting whatever the default pre-order perk is.
Okay, and where did you pre-order it from?
GameStop.
Okay. See, so you got a good deal anyway because it's gonna come with Premier Club. Which, what I was going to say for everyone that's listening is the Premier Club is only going to be available when you pre-order the game. A lot of people think that's going to be available later on as part of the season pass or to purchase and all that. It's not going to be at all. It's been confirmed. So if you pre-order, that's the only way you get the Premier Club, which is 3 gold guns. You get a key to open the Sanctuary chest, and you get some Vault Relic, and
you get the Necromancer class.
Right, and the Necromancer. That's the most important thing because the Necromancer is also expected to release on October 16th, which is really soon after the game comes out compared to what they were initially saying, that it would take around 3 months to release. And that Necromancer class, if you don't pre-order and have Premier Club, that's going to cost you at least 800 Microsoft points when it does come out. So again, I mean, if you haven't pre-ordered Borderlands 2, try to get the money for it and pre-order it. Figure it out.
You act like 800 Microsoft points is a lot.
It is a lot for a lot of people.
10,000 Microsoft points?
No, I have 11,000 right now, actually.
Oh wow, that's even better.
But yeah, I'll be buying the season pass in Borderlands 2 as soon as that comes out with those points. I think I have enough. I don't know. Hopefully they don't charge like 12,000 points for it. But but also for pre-ordering through GameStop, which is what you did, you'll get the the Slaughter Dome. That's not so exclusive because that's also been confirmed to be available later on when the game is released. Who knows how soon? Hopefully it'll be available as soon as the game comes out because I'll definitely download it because I'm pre-ordering the Vault Hunters edition from Amazon, so that won't be coming with the Slaughter Dome. And well, the good thing is that now I know that Infidel is gonna have it, so he'll obviously be partying up with me, and we'll check out that Slaughter Dome exclusive content.
That sounds amazing when you say it like that.
But yeah, that's the reason that if I was able to play on the 18th, I would be playing Armored Kill because we kind of already have a party set up.
Armored Kill is Armored Kill.
Right, and that too, and Battlefield 3 is always going to be Battlefield 3, so that's what I would be playing only because... 3
is always going to be Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Oh, Christ.
It's the Matrix.
It's just an Inception type of thing.
Yeah.
But the other reason is because I didn't find out until these past couple of days, due to my UK viewers and all that they won't have Borderlands 2 until the 21st. So that is the actual day I'll probably be playing once again, after these couple weeks with my cast on and everything. So I will officially definitely be playing and streaming on the 21st. Maybe I'll be streaming on the 20th. I don't know yet. But 21st is for sure. We'll be playing Borderlands 2. Hopefully Infidel will be there. And so far, Mr. Zen, which is one of my platoon mates on Battlefield 3, and he's a viewer and everything, and he'll also be live streaming, so you guys could check out his stream. He'll be playing with us in a party, so that makes 3 of us, 2 streamers, and Trigger Happy Sam will also be joining us, is the plan. So there we go. We have 4 players.
I've been playing regular Borderlands with Trigger and Zen, just not together.
Yeah, I know they've been playing. Yeah, everyone's playing it now. I actually haven't been able to tell you, Infidel, just in case you don't know, make sure you keep your save game as well from the original Borderlands, because that'll give you some exclusive heads and some costumes for your characters in Borderlands 2.
Should have told me that a year ago when I deleted everything.
No way. You deleted it for real?
A year ago.
Yeah, but you just said you're playing right now, so you have a new save game, right?
Yeah, like a level 18 though.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. Like, if you have a save game from the original Borderlands, as long as that's on your hard drive, that you choose, obviously, to save Borderlands 2 in, it'll detect that save game. It doesn't matter what level you are, what character, nothing. It'll unlock all those exclusive costumes and heads for all your characters in Borderlands 2.
Interesting. So, you said you might be streaming the 20th, and you will be streaming the 21st. Will you be streaming the 29th?
What's so important about that day?
It's my birthday.
Oh, your birthday. Yeah, that's a Saturday. I don't see why not.
What are you getting me?
I gotta think about it. I would give you some Microsoft points, but oh man, unfortunately I can't transfer them to you. So that's a shame.
Okay, if there's any Xbox officials, Microsoft officials here, that's what we want.
Yeah.
We want the ability to transfer Microsoft points to another profile, another person's profile.
DICE may not listen to us now that they've proven it, but maybe Microsoft will listen to us. But yeah, so let's close off the podcast real quick because I got a couple of big announcements to make. One of them not so big, but the other one is going to be pretty epic. And well, do you have anything else to say, Infidel?
Not really.
Okay. I know you have your Arma 2 withdrawal, so you're like all twitching right now and stuff, and you're holding yourself back with some Battlefield 3. And that's about it.
Yeah, well, when you're on video, you hop like a bunny. How about that?
Well, that was anxiety because I was just trying to get that video out of the way because I'm just annoyed, man.
PTSD.
Yeah. I'm just annoyed. This cast is just killing me. I mean, it's even a pain to like type stuff on the computer, and I still gotta upload some videos on YouTube. But I'll manage. I'll get them all up. But okay.
Post-traumatic cast disorder.
Cast disorder. Yeah, might as well. Okay, so the smaller of the announcements is that if you guys watch my latest YouTube video, which was like a video log type of thing explaining what is up with me and why we're talking about a cast on my arm, I mentioned that the Back to Battlefield podcast would be re-uploaded to iTunes. That's complete. It took 1 day longer than I mentioned in the video, but either way, it's available now on iTunes. So if you were a subscriber on iTunes, hopefully you've resubscribed and that's how you downloaded this episode. But if not, hopefully you downloaded this from my blog or from YouTube, or you're listening to it on YouTube, and you just gotta resubscribe to it. The link is gonna be like usual and on the blog post and on the YouTube post, and you could just click the link and it'll open iTunes and you could subscribe right there. Okay.
Was that the big news?
Oh no. I'm getting ready for the big news now. So the big announcement is what, you had a better idea, Infidel?
No, I was like you to get a guy excited, man.
Yeah, for iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, iTunes isn't that exciting in my opinion, but yeah, no, I know that Trigger Happy and all that subscribe on iTunes, so I just had to put that out there so people get, because apparently iTunes, even if it's the same podcast name and everything, they don't redirect you in any way, so that's the hassle. Like, you literally gotta spam it everywhere that you've changed the link and all that, because if not, they won't be able to download these new episodes. Okay, so the big announcement is,
drum roll.
Yeah, just
picture
a drum roll.
I didn't.
Yeah, a drum roll in your head, and then I'll give you some time to get ready. The big announcement.
This is like those reality shows where they
you're in suspense and you want to know. Yeah, like who's gonna get kicked off?
They're just everybody's just staring at each other for hours.
Yeah, you're wondering who's gonna get kicked off.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever. The big announcement is that I'm gonna have a metric ton of things to give away during the week of the release of Borderlands 2. Meaning, I will be giving away. Yeah, I will be giving away Xbox 360 media controllers. I will be giving away play and charge kits. I will probably be giving away a Xbox 360 Bluetooth headset, which is really nice. All those things are really nice. I will be giving away Microsoft points. I will be giving away 12-month subscriptions to Xbox Live. I will be giving away a copy of Borderlands 2. And I might even, as much as I hate to even utter these words, I might even give away a copy of Black Ops 2. Which means you'll obviously get a pre-order type of thing and all that.
I'll take it to trade it in.
Yeah, you can do that too, or sell it. I mean, I obviously don't run some type of company like Microsoft, and I'm going to tell you, no, you win this and you don't put it on eBay, because if not, we'll hunt you down and you're going to get sued. Like, I don't care what you do with it, with anything, really.
Okay, so I'm curious, how are you coming about owning these things?
Oh, they've been sitting in my room for months now, so...
Why not give them away now?
Oh, because, I got to set it up. I'm going to make a nice little thing on Twitch TV, and while I'm streaming, that's the quickest way to get people to notice the giveaway. So I'm setting that all up now.
Here's an idea. Lay everything out on like a table or something, take a picture, and put it over my words right now. I'm speaking.
Over your words?
on the YouTube. On the YouTube.
On the YouTube. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'll put a picture on it. The YouTube visual thing, that's the nice thing about it. I just throw everything in there, whatever we're talking about. But just a couple of quick... just a couple of quick rules. Obviously, all these rules will be posted on my Twitch TV page and on my blog, and that's where you'll be entering and stuff. The first thing is that it's not gonna be a completely free giveaway.
No. What about
It's
for mods?
it's gonna be a raffle, is the way it works. I've done this before, and there's been awesome turnouts. I mean, I've had people donate like $20 to have a bunch of entries, and they did win. When I've done previous giveaways, which were two separate Microsoft point giveaways. Don't be discouraged. I might even add a bunch of extra things while I'm coming up with the rules and the stuff to give away.
I'm discouraged. Anyway, so the controller that you said, what kind of controller did you say?
No, it's not a controller. It's a play and charge kit. Is that what you're talking about, or the media remote?
No, you said something about a controller.
Yeah, the media remote is what I said.
Yeah,
Maybe I said controller,
media
like media controller.
I thought you said something about a controller.
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta close off like the quick little rules, and then we'll end the podcast. So the first important thing is, I know you UK listeners and all that, and you guys watch my stream as well. Just keep in mind that all this stuff is purchased in the United States, so it's your responsibility to find out if it's gonna be eligible for your Xbox 360. That's PAL region, whatever. That's all stuff you're responsible for. If you do win and you find out you can't use it or whatever, do what you want with it. Like I said, you could sell it on eBay, do whatever you want. Back to the raffle thing. This is the other basic thing that I want to mention for now. Everything else will be posted, as I come up with, the long list of rules and all that. It's going to be a raffle, like I said. $1 per entry, and it's going to be set at different levels. So depending on how much money is donated,
and to do that, it's through PayPal, right?
It's going to be a chip-in. I already have the chip-in set up, so you guys will have the meter, the visual meter, if you've ever seen a chip-in before, and you donate through there, and that'll give you an idea of the levels. And then based on how much is donated, once you pass each level, that's just going to add another set of Microsoft points. It's going to add another game. If it gets to an extreme, I'll literally buy, some legendary edition of Halo or something, and I'll give that out as well. And, you guys will have a pre-order for that, and you paid what? Maybe like $10 to get 10 entries into the raffle. And that's why I'm telling you guys not to be discouraged, because I've done these raffles before at least 3 times on my stream now. I used to do them a while ago, back when I was streaming like 2 years ago on Twitch TV and all that. And they've always had a good turnout. So, if you got $10 or something and you really want to try and win something, I would go for it. I mean, sometimes I participate in raffles on other stream pages as well, and I've never won, but I donate a quick, $5 and everything, because it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, you could donate $5 and walk out with a legendary edition of Halo 4 or something. So
okay, well, it can hurt to try. You can pay like $20 and get 20 tickets, and then lose.
Yeah, I mean that too.
It can't hurt you for other people to try, but it can hurt the other people.
It's just an incentive, and I need some way to cover like all the cost, and especially the shipping. As far as if it gets as far as winning games and giving away games, obviously I need to pay for the shipping for that. I'm not going to charge you guys for that. That'll come out of my own pocket. But also all the Xbox Live subscriptions and everything are going to be, I'm just going to send you the code. So, don't worry about those getting shipped out. If you do win them, you're going to get them right away. And again, all the rules will be posted as the event gets closer. The giveaway is going to start on what I'm planning to be the first time that I stream once I get my cast off, which should be the 20th or the 21st of September. And then the giveaway is actually going to run until September 30th. So it's going to be about a week.
What about those tournament controllers you have?
Yeah, I was actually, you actually just reminded me I could give away one of those. I was planning on giving away those because I've talked about it on my live stream and everything, and I love my tournament controller. It makes a huge difference on Battlefield 3. Yeah. I've never really used it on any other games. I'm sure it makes a difference on games like Halo. I don't think Call of Duty you really need extra bumpers. You could program them, but I don't think there's really any button that you can map to them that will give you any type of advantage. But definitely I'll give away.
If you were to do that, you'd probably make $30 off of me alone.
Yeah, a tournament controller is definitely gonna be in there. So like I said, I'm gonna have a nice little. I got a little setup plan that's gonna involve some Borderlands 2 characters in the background, and it's gonna be on the Twitch page, and you'll have like the rules listed there and all the levels of all the things I'll give away, and literally at the bottom of that list, I'm just gonna put, if it gets crazier, I'll add more things, and that's it. So tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your goats, and that's about it. That's the big announcement, so keep an eye out. Hopefully we'll have maybe we'll do another podcast on that week, probably on the 20th, depending on what's happening with Battlefield 3. Obviously we'll get a look at Armored Kill. I don't know if maybe Infidel will want to do the podcast next Thursday instead, just to talk about Armored Kill and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. I'll be playing Armored Kill. It comes out Tuesday.
On the 11th.
This Tuesday,
yeah,
right?
Tuesday.
Yeah, so as long as we're both free, we will definitely do the podcast next week once I have a lot of gameplay from Armored Kill.
Right. I mean, so it's safe to say we could say it right now in this episode. We'll definitely have a podcast either next Thursday or on the 20th. And then, obviously at that point, from there, it's, we're going to remind you guys about the giveaway again, hopefully. Maybe I'll have everything set up, especially if it's on the 20th. And, we'll remind you guys, and you guys could get in on that. And you could then catch us on my live stream. And we'll be playing Borderlands 2 and Armored Kill. So.
Right, so before we check off here, since you guys never leave comments, I'm going to try and make a reason for you to leave a comment on YouTube. Which one of us do you like better, Alec or me? Me being Infidel.
Oh boy, he's picking favorites.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah, if Infidel does have a YouTube account, so and I obviously do as well. That's the account that you're watching this podcast on, probably, if you're watching it on YouTube. But he'll be reading your comments, so just be brutally honest, and we'll both be reading them, and then you can say which one's your favorite, if that's what Infidel really wants.
List why.
List why. But yeah, that's about it. You guys got the iTunes re-upload thing that's already done. So if you're listening on iTunes, hopefully you downloaded it through there. And yeah, the giveaway is gonna happen. So get ready, dig through your piggy banks and your cars, I guess, for some extra change. And yeah, you do need a PayPal account, by the way, to donate through Chip-In. I know that me as a receiver of the donations, I could link my bank account to it, and that avoids any type of PayPal fees. But I don't know if you guys could link your bank account or even a credit card when you're using Chip-In to donate. So you guys could check that out, once it's available on my Twitch TV page. That's where all the actual giveaway stuff is going to be listed. And you guys could check that out once it's available. There's no rush right now. And that's about it.
Don't choose Alec because he can speak Spanish. That's not fair.
Oh, you're putting out little disclaimers now?
Yep.
Yeah, though, I guess Infidel doesn't want you to choose me just because I speak Spanish, so you can't put that as your reason. But, yeah, so we'll catch you guys next week for episode 6 of the podcast. We've reached the 5-episode mark, which is pretty awesome. We still have hundreds of people listening and downloading the podcast. It's gone great so far. It's a big deal to have 5 episodes already, because apparently in the podcasting world, that means you have a substantial amount of attention. And we know we have attention because obviously we were using Podomatic before, and we've realized they suck for hosting podcasts. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. And we have alternatives now where we're hosting the podcast, and it's going fine so far. So we do know that hundreds of people were already listening anyway.
This is probably by far the longest episode so far. So
yeah, it looks like we're going on way past an hour. But
yep.
Hopefully the giveaway woke people up there towards the end, because we started talking about Borderlands 2 and all that.
Oh.
But yeah, we definitely have to close it off now. So we'll catch you guys next time for the episode 6. And yeah, see ya.
Kicking puppies is bad.